Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Zelda Classics Randomizer BS. I am Nitro6003, and in the last part we got some much needed upgrades finally, and getting ourselves the gold ring, and finally getting ourselves the flippers, the power glove, and everything else. So the only thing we need now is a sword upgrade, and we'll be good to go for the rest of this quest. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go into two levels here that are kind of away from each other and see what we get there. I mean, we certainly are more than a match for anything in the regular overworld at this point, of course. And, you know, so we're going to go into this level first. This is the star. All right, so just some regular orange wizrobes here. Nothing to be too worried about at this point, and you do want to go straight up. Alright, so there's a lot of dead ends and stuff like that in this level, but it's really, we're way overpowered for it at this point. And of course, now that we have the magic key, we don't have to go searching for keys, which is really a nice thing too. And the gold ring helps a lot. So here's one of the keys that you need to get. Again, only if you don't have the magic key. And you want to walk up here. And yes, you have blue wizrobes, but I mean, that shouldn't surprise you. It is a level 6, and anytime you have a level 6, you're gonna get wizrobes there. So now, if you can imagine what a star looks like, you could probably guess where most things are in here. Alright, there's your compass. So you want to continue on this route here, and you'll see that it's a dead end. So imagine a star for yourself, and you can walk through this wall here. And the only thing I'm missing now is a couple of sword upgrades and the magic and the mirror shield. And if I can find the other power bracelet, then I can go explore the lost overworld, but not until I have that. So we'll have to wait and see how long it takes to get that, because we can't explore the whole thing at once, and I'd like to just do it all at once. It is rather large. It does take a while to do, but it is worth it. So here's your first item, and there's finally a hammer. Dead weight item at this point. Probably never going to use that, but it is an item. We pick it up and continue on from there. So with levels getting a little longer now, of course, we're going to be doing a little less than we've done before. Probably only 2 levels in this part, but you know, at least oh, don't eat my shield. I'm asking for it, I think. So yeah, if I can't, I need to find the mirror shield. That doesn't mean it's not in the other overworld, but yeah, all this for a key. And that's all you could do on this side, is just get the key and the compass and the item. Alright, so with the item now, we can go back the other way. We're also kind of looking for double magic would be good too at this point. But again, not too worried about magic right now. I very rarely use Pharaoh's Wind, and so I think we're okay. And always carry an enemy bait with you, by the way. You never know when you may need it. So both sides of the star are identical to each other, except for one may have bomb wall, one may have walk-through wall. So that's the only difference between the two. And this room leads nowhere, just back to the start, so you don't have to worry about that. Also looking for a whispering as well, but not necessarily worried if I don't get a whispering, because at least I can, you know, explore everything now. So it's a good thing that we are finally set up here for the remainder of this quest. At least armor-wise, we are set up. You know, we may not be set up sword-wise, but we are certainly set up armor-wise for the remainder of this quest here. And you want to bomb up here. And you don't get anything for killing these Wizrobes, so just leave them alone. So in this room, you're going to get the map. So let's get the map here. So like I said, one side is walk through, one side is bombable. And that's really how you remember how to get through this place. Alright, so here in this room here, you notice that there's a room next door. Walk through the wall, similar to the other side. Same enemies, actually, believe it or not. Plenty of money right now. I'm not short on money. Alright, so let's see what's in here. Alright, red cane of Burna. Not bad there. And you'll also notice I'm missing a ton of heart containers, too. You know, for the amount of levels I have left. And you should have a bow and arrow by now, or... Oh, clock. Or a hook shot. Because, yes, this level does have a Goma in it. And believe it or not, my hook shot, my arrow, is about as strong as that, so... And you want to go straight down this path here to get to the boss key. And pretty simple room here. I mean, after all, I mean, there's not much to this level. You know, once you get through the, you know, beginning of it, so to speak. And there's your boss key. And you just want to go straight on up from here. And I think, what, I only have 2 Triforce pieces. That is also really weird. That means I'm just going to get bombarded with Triforce pieces at some point. And there's another heart container, speaking of heart containers. So that takes care of this side of things. And I must have infinite magic right now. Let me see. Yes, I do. So I'm going to spam this thing. Because I can. Alright, so we need to go to the other overworld now. And yeah, it's kind of cool to have infinite magic. Alright, so let's go to 2-5. And I had to wait to do this because I didn't have any way to enter this level at all, so. Alright, so this level is quite complicated and much more complicated than some of the others, but as long as you have some protection, you should be fine. And any room that you can leave one enemy behind without the door closing on you is preferable for you. And this room just has a key in it, but I have the magic key now, but I will show it off and stuff like that, so. So the objective is to first get a bunch of keys here. You know, if you have the magic key, it doesn't matter. You don't have to explore 3/4 of the level. You know what I mean? But, you know, assuming you don't have any keys, this is kind of the way you have to go. And all that for money. And just a bunch of blue Gorias here. So just kill all the bats here and go into the stairs. And just be careful of the wall masters. And always make sure you have an enemy bait. You never know when you'll need it. And you want to continue going up here, because this is where you find your boss key. You don't want to go very far without the boss key. You know, I mean, it's right here. It's not very well guarded either. So, you know, just, you know, grab the boss key first. And then you want to take another look in this room because, oh, silver sword. You'll find an item here. All right. And just a bunch of blue dark nuts and orange dark nuts here. It helps if you make a map of this place. One of the few that really could use a map. Oops. And there's more than just a key in this room here. Oh no, that is the reason to come here, is to get the key. And just a bunch of Pole's voice here. Now here you want to be really careful, because you got a bunch of red bubbles, and I don't have a whispering yet. And the last thing you want to do is lose your sword. And this is where you find your expansion. And yes, you do have to kill these guys again. But at least I made the rest of the rooms easier. And just bats here. So you can see that this level is quite long. And that's where you find your compass. Kind of in the middle of nowhere. And just red bubbles here. And I'll just open that up. And just a Goma here. And don't go up, that leads you backwards. And a toll room. And just a bunch of dark nuts here. And that's where you find your map. And you don't have to worry about these poles, boys. Just go straight up. And Superman handle. And guess what? Cana Burna. Might as well give that some mileage. Heart container. So let's see. All right. So join me next time as we continue on in Let's Play Zelda Classics Randomizer BS. I am Nitro6003, and I'll see you guys all next time.